Hi, everyone. It's Joe Rod here with Nothing Personal. And I also wanted to include that I've been an AVS forum member for over 20 years. I've been an end user clinician, I call myself. I've been an avid reviewer. I've worked with other companies as well in the industry. But today is about Greg. He has been a long-time AVS lurker. He is a huge Epson guy, loves Epson, big fan. We have Alan, my co-host.
Greg, how you doing?
Finding yourself?
So, Greg, let's jump right into it. You currently have a QB1000. You came over from an Alice 12,000, but let's start way back in the day. Let's go back to when your journey began. Let's talk about what the first projectors you had.
So my first projector was a Optimum GT 1080 Derby projector, DOP, $700. I thought I had spent a fortune. So
But that was a Derby, the same company that had that little enhancement box.
yes,
I never
so
knew they had a projector.
Optimum made the projector, and they had some kind of deal with Derby to include that Derby chip in certain models. So the one I bought was one of those models. And I thought I'm like, man, I spent $700 on this thing. I noticed the rainbow. Like what people were saying, I experienced it myself, didn't like it. So I upgraded to a Acer Predator Z, 85? And that projector was $1,400. And I was like, wow, I spent double. So while it was better than my first one, I kept lurking on the forums, as Joe called it, and people kept talking about the JVCs. And I thought people initially was crazy to spend that kind of money, and I couldn't see it. I was like, it's a lot of money. Well, I sent back the Optimum 1080. I end up jumping over to my third projector, was a JVC RS520. And when I went to that, wow, it opened my eyes, and I fully understood why people were really willing to spend thousands of dollars versus a couple of hundred. The reason I went for this, I'm a big time video gamer. I love the JVC, great for gaming. I was very happy with it. And then I purchased the JVC 2017. Let's say it was September of 2017 when I got the JVC. And next thing I know, JVC dropped a RS540. Fast forward, 2020, PS5 is coming, Xbox Series X is coming. I needed a new type of weapon. Epson ended up dropping this LS12000. It was my first Epson projector. I never owned one before. I was nervous going from the JVC to the Epson because, lurking on the forums, everyone was saying you're going to be just disappointed with the black levels. You're not going to be happy. I said, man, how much am I giving up? Going from the JVC 540 to the LS12000, yes, I did notice the black levels aren't as good, but what I gained everywhere else is worth it, because now it was my first projector with a laser. And I will never go back to a bulb-based projector again. They are right now the best projector, in my opinion, pound for pound for the money for gaming out there. It has the dynamic tone mapping that JVC has first introduced. It works in gaming, and that's a game changer.
You mentioned you made a switch from JVC, and the difference in black level, was it dramatic?
This Epson it's not as bad as a lot of people on different forums, and they make it seem like the black levels are terrible, and they're not.
So I reviewed the QB1000 as well. And I was, we were, and not just myself, but all of us, we were really impressed. It's got a great image. The motion is really, really, really good with their processing chip. It's the new one they're using. Uh, I was really floored. I wasn't expecting to be that blown away. And then at the show, Mike Garrett and I, we went to CEDIA in Denver in September, and they had the QL3000 up there on display, and it looked really, really good. It looked like obviously very close to the QB1000, but just super bright. We're talking a lot more lumens, double the lumens, over double the lumens actually, but we were impressed with it. The imaging, everything looked good on it. Colors, it's a rock solid projector. And a lot of people try to knock Epson, but you know, there's a lot of people that really, really, really like Epson, and there's a reason why. And there's a reason why we're talking to you today about it too, Greg. And I think Epson has a good, strong spot in the market.
At the price point they're selling these projectors, there's nothing out there that can offer the feature set, especially for gaming. I think JVC's dynamic tone mapping is the best. They've been doing it the longest. And I would say that it's a better implementation over the Epson. Epson right now, and it's either on and off. And I think maybe if Epson hears this, that's an area that they can improve, you know, with a firmware update, make it where you can have it less aggressive, or, you know, make some, give us a little bit more control over it. But I'm glad it's here. But I wanted to, you know, point that out to people. And now I have the newest souped up PS5 Pro, and gaming in 120 is awesome. Again, I'm running a QB1000 projector, Epson QB1000. It's showing on a 120-inch 16:9 Epson, Elite Screen Centigrade 5D screen. I'm running a Sony PS5 Pro. I'm running an Apple 4K TV. A pure fiber cable is actually upgradable, but that's a whole nother conversation. So basically, it's just, when you get it, it's a kit. It's the active, but it's powered. It has to have
It is
power.
powered. Yeah, so it is active.
Yes.
Nice.
I had to, it was expensive, and the little puppies tried to chew it. Oh my God.
They do that.
So I had to run that from the projector. It's 40 feet around the room.
Ah, that's a long cable.
That's why, and now it's with the tariffs, I looked it up, it's over $300. I didn't pay that
Ooh.
much. Guys, you know what? Let me go over. There's a projector.
Nice.
It's sitting on this shelf. It's not hanging from the ceiling because of my ceiling. And if I hit the lights here, you can still make out.
That's a nice room. I like that. Look at that.
See
Really
my
nice room.
arcade cabinets. See, I'm kind of, this is the first time, and these are the chairs, and just, you know, and those are the dogs over there. So it's
And
Very
that's the
comfy.
Epson. The Epson is on right now
yes. Yeah, here.
Plenty bright.
QB1000.
with all that ambient lighting.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
you've
pretty
done all right.
impressive.
It's running 75% light, and this screen does a good job. And I game with the lights on, or watch movies with the lights on. So
Looks really good. You have a beautiful room.
I like that room. Very nice. Comfy. I love it. Perfect to game in.
So between Joe's positive review on the Epson and your take on the Epson, sounds like a solid performer if anybody's out there thinking of or considering the Epson. I wouldn't hesitate.
I think it's good for the money, and I think it's awesome.
It's good to hear.
We want to thank you for popping by today, Greg. And we want to
Yes.
remind everybody to please like and subscribe.
So Greg, maybe if there's anything new at CEDIA that interests you, if you make another purchase, reach out and we'll have you on again for a part 2. Greg, it was a pleasure having you on board.
It spoke for the hearts. Thank you.